Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the show. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day, because I am definitely having a good one. All right, listeners, let's get into our top topic for this episode, which is going to be a Powerball player denied $340 million lottery ticket jackpot over a website mistake. Wow.
Bruh.
All right. Yeah, let's get into this. As always, let's get into this story, and I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end. All right, let's do it. Hit it.
A Powerball player claims he was denied a life-changing jackpot worth $340 million despite his numbers matching the lottery's website last year, which the company claims was a mistake. Now, he's suing Powerball and the DC lottery. John Cheeks bought a Powerball ticket on Jan. 6, 2023, when the jackpot rose to the $340 million prize. According to a complaint filed last November, Cheeks, who told the press he purchased the ticket using his family birthdates, missed the live drawing on Jan. 7, but wasn't in a rush to check his numbers since the odds of winning a Powerball jackpot is about 1 in 292.2 million. He claimed he checked the DC Lottery's website the following day and saw his winning numbers. Believing he had become the year's first multimillionaire, I just politely called a friend. I took a picture as he recommended. And that was it. I went to sleep. Cheeks told the outlet. For 3 days, the DC Lottery website showed his ticket numbers. According to the complaint, the numbers posted on the website, however, differed from those pulled during the live Powerball broadcast. He tried to redeem the ticket at a licensed retailer on Jan. 10 and discovered none of his numbers matched up to what was drawn live. Cheeks claimed he then went to the DC Office of Lottery and Gaming Prize Center to check with them. But again, he was told he was not the winner. Hey, this ticket is no good. Just throw it in the trash can. Cheeks recalled to the outlet. And I gave him a stern look. I said, in the trash can? Oh yeah. Just throw it away. You're not gonna get paid. There's a trash can right there. Cheeks has since placed the ticket in a safety deposit box. Cheeks' attorney, Richard Evans, said his client was eventually informed by a lottery contractor that Tauti Enterprises, a DC-based digital advertising agency that manages the DC Lottery's website, made a mistake and posted the wrong numbers. They have said that one of their contractors made a mistake. Evans told the press, I haven't seen the evidence to support that yet. Despite Cheeks not having the correct numbers of the live drawing, Evan feels that something needs to be done for his client, even if a mistake was made. The question becomes, what do you do about that? The jackpot eventually grew to $754.6 million before a ticket holder in Washington claimed the prize on February 6. In November 2023, Iowa lottery officials blamed human reporting error for posting the incorrect numbers, which remained on its website for over 6 hours. Those who were up and cashed their tickets were able to claim their prize, which ranged from $4 to $200, according to the press.
All right, listeners. First and foremost, the Powerball winner that they're talking about in DC, and this particular episode brings us to DC. So drop my bomb so I could, hit my horn so I could do my thing. All right, let's get into it. This particular episode is going to bring us to Washington, D.C. The particular person in this situation, his name is John Cheeks. All right, his name is John Cheeks. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at his last name because it's Cheeks, but his name is John Cheeks. All right, so let's get into this. Let's point out a couple of factors. Okay, so this guy is being denied his winnings because somebody apparently made a mistake. And this mistake, to me, is going to cost Powerball about Not 340 million, but it should cost them some type of money. Now, let's get into how this is going. If you didn't catch the lottery numbers, the lottery tickets, we'll try to post up the ticket itself. This guy hit this lottery. The numbers were matching that he seen on screen. Okay, so he wasn't in the wrong to do it. He did. He saw the numbers. Boom. He thought he won 340 million. Took it to a local store, which I thought was kind of dumb that he took it to a local store. But that's what some of these people do. They take it to a local store, they cash it in, then it registers up on whatever screen or whatever. You a winner. The local store gets about I think well in DC the local store receives I think about up to 1%. Yeah, 1% of that. And commission on the sales of these tickets. So that's how the store benefits. Now, this particular case, do I think this guy should get some type of money? Yes, I think he should get some type of money. And if we can, let's drop the buzzer, the dummy buzzer for the lottery, the DC lottery. Going to get them a dummy buzzer real quick. And the reason why we're going to give them a dummy buzzer is because, to me, you have to listen to the evidence that's here, folks. $340 million that you think that you won. These numbers was posted up on their website and also, well, on their website for 6 hours. 6 hours. So for 6 hours, this man thought that he won $340 million. But then for them to switch it up to go to their live broadcast and the numbers be different. And then this man to go cash it in. To try to cash it in. Let's give him a quick applause. Let's give him a little cheer real quick for putting it in his safe deposit box. That was one of the smartest things that he could have done to save that ticket. Two, and also to get a lawyer to fight with him over this case. Now, regardless, if the person that, let's say the person that was behind this, the person that's responsible, who was responsible for putting up the numbers, okay, now they made a mistake. Yes, this is understandable, and this is where I'm going to get to this point where I want all my listeners, I really want y'all to comment in and let me know what y'all thinking about the situation and what you would do in this situation. Okay? This person, right, got these numbers, filed it, thought they was getting 340 million. Find out the numbers are wrong, but the numbers that's on the website were aired. He took a picture of it, showed him it, da da da. Okay, so to all my listeners, I wanted to ask y'all this question. Okay, 340 million. Okay, this man had a family, right? Now on this particular they don't describe how old he was, but this was a 45-year-old man. He had several medical issues, which they don't state there. He had several medical issues. He was in debt as far as houses and things like that. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but you can imagine that at 45 years old with children, okay, grown children, and one teenager, which you're trying to put, do your thing with. So this is a family man here at 45 years old. So you can imagine what he's going through. and how much that money would have helped him, how big of a life change that would have been for him to get that money. That could have pulled him out of a lot of debt. But instead, he has to fight, literally fight for this money, which he already won. Now, I'm going to try to post up the lottery ticket itself within this episode. I'm going to try to post up the lottery ticket within itself where you see that he won. Do I think the DC lottery should compensate him in some type of way? Yes, I do. I think what the DC lottery should do, and if you agree with me, let me know. I think the lottery, the DC lottery, Washington DC lottery should compensate him because for the mistake. Okay, the person made the mistake. We understand that. They made the mistake. Maybe you should pick a better system. Maybe you should have robots or AI running the system than humans because this particular human came in on one of those slow mornings. You know what I mean? And messed that up. But I do think that he should be compensated in some type of way. The way that I think that it should come, in the form that I think that it should come, is within receiving the same thing that the store would get. Now, if you don't know, a lot of these stores, depending on which state you live in, it differs. So, if you live in New York, DC, where this one is at, Ohio, California, it all differs. You know what I'm saying? Florida, it all differs. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're living in these states, the particular, and let me get this word right, but particular business that sells these winning tickets, okay, some of them can receive uh, up to 4% of the winnings, from 1 to 4% of the winnings. Now, in this particular situation, I think Washington, D.C. should give this guy at least 1% of the winnings just because of their mistakes. Now, you think that's fair? Let me know. Comment on that. If you don't think it's fair, if you think this guy shouldn't get nothing at all, then let me know. I think he should receive some type of compensation because his winning numbers was up there. They were up there. And he thought he won that Powerball. Now, the Powerball itself exceeded the original 340 million. It exceeded that and rose to about what, 700, and yeah, it rose to 700 and seven. What was it? Let's get the number right. 700. No, wait. 754.6 million before the new ticket was sold, which was on February 6th. Yet this man had already won. He had already won the 340 million, according to what they posted. So this had already exceeded like another, let's say 3 or 400 million. So when the person cashed that ticket in, should he get the same amount? And also, I wanted to point out, I was talking to somebody earlier, one of my friends earlier. We was talking about this, and this is what I wanted to point out. This is like an issue to me, that at the end of the, I don't know if you paid attention to the story, but it did state at the end of the story that off the winning numbers, or so-called off his false winning numbers, people were still able to claim $4 from $4 to $200 off their winning tickets. And so this is my question to all my listeners. People, I just make it make sense to me. DC, make this, just please make this make sense to me.
Bruh.
Because you got to understand, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. This person, right? 340 million. They were denied. But off the same numbers, right? People were able to collect from $4 to $200 off these same numbers.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Bruh.
Explain that to me. Why wasn't this man able to collect this jackpot? Listen, DC, I gotta give you the buzzer again. Y'all gotta get y'all lottery. Y'all gotta get it under control. Y'all gotta get it together. This makes no sense at all. This man should be compensated in some type of way, form, or fashion. Okay, I think he should get the 1% of the original broadcast of the ticket, which was 340 million, and the 1% of 340 million is what was it again? We rung it up. It was 3,400,000. So that man need that money. Give it up, DC. Give it up. Cause y'all don't want that man to run up in there like, yeah, give me them X shots. It'll be a whole postal situation. Y'all don't want that. As old as he is, y'all don't want that. All right, that's my view and that's my opinion on this particular topic. All right, as always, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, y'all already know the links are right there on your screen. Check out our Facebook page. Yes, as always, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until the next episode, folks, I'll see y'all later.